With the third pick, the Blackhawks are proud to select
winning to me is everything. There's a saying where you gotta hate to lose before you like to win, and I hate to lose, so anything I do, I always have to win no matter what it is.
Kirby Dach is here. Blackhawks first pick, third pick overall in a draft. What was that like?
Yeah, it was nuts. First of all, thanks for having me, Steve, on the show today. So
Sure.
It was kind of a surreal moment. I mean, you work so hard for it your entire life, and to kind of hear your name get called, and obviously the city of Chicago and the organization itself is first class. So I'm thrilled to be here.
Well, we're thrilled to have you, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
From the Saskatoon Blades, he's the newest Blackhawk member, and he joins us this morning.
If you want to do a comparison, it's Ryan Getzlaf.
He's got the skill to play with the high-skill players. He can make plays that will wow you. He's also got the competitiveness to show that he wants it more than anyone else. So I think we got a special player here, and as you'll see, we're excited for what's to come.
Kirby Dach, yep.
And please welcome the newest member of the Chicago Blackhawks, the third overall pick in the 2019 NHL Draft, Kirby Dach.
He's going to get a chance to go to the Jonathan Toews School of learning how to play center.
The third overall pick, there's kind of a group of us that could have went there, and for my name to be called, it's surreal, and I'm going to prove them right that I was the right choice.
You get drafted, now it's prove it time. Expectations are high.
What separates him from a lot of guys is his desire and determination to be a difference maker.
He's a very, very unique player, and that's what makes him so exciting.
The third overall selection in the 2019 NHL Draft belongs to the Chicago Blackhawks.
Up until that point, we were looking at a different group of players. So when we found out we were going to be picking third, immediately our attention shifted to a different group of guys that we had familiarity with, but we wanted to really zero in on.
They move all the way up from the 12th spot. 3 Stanley Cups this decade. Kane, Toews, Keith, and now a number 3 pick in June in Vancouver for the Hawks.
I talked to Mark that night, and I think we both were smiling quite a bit with what could be.
Mark,
how's your night going?
much better now.
All of a sudden, we were looking at a different group of players. We had at that point in the year, we had a good idea that the first 2 players who were going to go off the board, Hughes and Kakko. And then we had about 7 or 8 players after that that we felt were worthy of consideration for that third overall pick. And before the lottery, we were picking 12. So we really, we moved into a different area code.
No, it was unbelievable. When they flipped that card, I mean, the thoughts were just running through my head. It's like everything's changed. I was going to head to the PSNE tournament tomorrow, but now I'm going to head to Saskatoon and catch Game 4 of Saskatoon and PA.
So. I was scheduled to go to Vienna, and just that night I had to call the travel agent, cancel that, and then I booked a ticket to go out west, see WHL playoffs. And ironically, the team that I went to see first was Kirby and the Saskatoon Blades.
Well, yeah, we're all going to have to kind of put our minds together and figure out how to spend our next few weeks here, because there's some important games to watch, and obviously it changes our focus a little bit.
There's not been much physicality either.
Yeah, a lot of speed.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good athletes here, so I just got to go to work tomorrow morning.
What was the biggest difference for you in your game?
It's been a dream of mine my whole life.
It's after the first 2, this kind of draft really starts there.
I know where I need to be at the end of the year, and I think I want to step in right away.
Well, this kid's at our combine too. I liked him.
Can be anywhere second to third.
Bit of a screw loose too.
Yeah, real good frame.
There's a chance that Vlasic or Hellison will be there?
Vlasic, I think he'll be gone.
Good morning. Draft day, 2019. We don't have much to go over this morning, just kind of loose. Anybody has anything or wants to put in a comment? Okay. Have a good pregame nap. Be ready. Hudson, Are we ready for our mock draft?
The mock draft is something we do each year. The morning of the draft, we just randomly assign each scout a team, and then they have to pick who they would pick at that point in the draft. The only wrinkle we had a little bit different this year was with the Blackhawks picking third. We gave Mark Kelly the third spot in the draft.
Welcome to the 2019 NHL Draft.
At this point, our scouts were waiting to see what's the answer. Who are we going to take? Because we hadn't revealed that information to the staff.
With the first overall selection in the 2019 NHL Draft, I welcome the New Jersey Devils.
The New Jersey Devils select from the NTDP, Jack Hughes.
And the New York Rangers will pick from Finland, Turku, Kaapo Kakko.
Home pick.
A lot of talking amongst themselves, wondering, is it going to be one player, is it going to be another? Who are we going to take?
And the Chicago Blackhawks from Fort Saskatchewan and the Saskatoon Blades, Kirby Dach.
You know, Mark, Kelly, and I tried to form our own opinions, and then we got together a few days before the draft, and we shared our thoughts, and they lined up with each other. So it wasn't like we talked daily in the middle of May and end of May, who's the guy? We tried to just let it happen for each other, and we came to the same conclusion. Very excited. We've talked about this, seems like, for months now, and the moment is upon us. So all the hard work the guys put in and all the discussions we've had, they've finally reached a point where we know what we're going to do, and just got to get to the draft and actually do it. It was pretty calm, and it was really like a mixture of excitement and calmness, because we knew the guy we wanted, we knew he was going to be there, and it was just a matter of waiting until the moment happened.
Let me formally welcome all of you to the 2019 NHL Draft.
You have the adrenaline going, the excitement, the lights are up, the crowd's coming in, there's a buzz on the floor.
The first selection belongs to the New Jersey Devils.
With the first pick overall, the New Jersey Devils are proud to select from the U.S. program, Jack Hughes.
From TPS Turku, Kaapo Kakko.
Are we up yet or not? Kirby Dach, yep.
Go ahead. It's a culmination of a whole year of a lot of work.
Anyone send you a text who we should pick?
No lobbying?
Yeah.
We never did get an offer to trade up.
No?
No?
No, never.
You know, contemplating, projecting, trying to, see those clues that help us decide, what a player is going to be.
This draft starts at number 3. The draft starts now with Stan Bowman. What are we looking at here?
I will, yeah.
Okay, go stay in the middle. You know the drill.
Yeah.
Line up there.
With the third pick,
third overall, I think, could be the future face of the Blackhawks.
Blackhawks are proud to select
Not only be a future core player, but a star.
from the Saskatoon Blades.
Someone that you put over the boards in every situation.
Has it on the right boards at the hash marks. Down the ice. He's going to try and make a move. He'll shoot. Score. Short-handed. Scores. Kirby Dach. Kirby Dach. Kirby Dach. Kirby Dach.
They put a lot of trust in me and with this pick, and they could have gone a multiple of different ways, and I have to do everything right by them and prove that they did make the right decision in choosing that 3.
Kirby Dach.
When you're picking third, it's all about anticipation and doing the best you can and disseminating the right information to make sure that you get as close to the right pick as you possibly can. But I think he feels that this is just step 1. You get drafted, now it's prove it time. Expectations are high. How are you going to deal with those expectations?
I'm touted to be a top prospect for this team, so I can't take my foot off the gas pedal because I know there's guys behind me that are trying to pass me in this aspect, and I'm not at the top of the game yet, so I know I got a long ways to go.
I think he's got the right mindset to be a special player, not just a good player, but a great player, and he's got the skill set to match that. But I think what separates him from a lot of guys is his desire and determination to be a difference maker. He doesn't just want to make the NHL, he wants to be a star. And those things don't happen overnight. But in his case, with the ability he has and the determination and focus, I think he's going to get there quicker than people might think.